Oh man. So we're back.
Mm-hmm.
It to me it's cool because it's like we had a great memory nonetheless.
Yes.
It's from the first conversation. We had
Yes.
good laughs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we utilized some of the footage for other things that I still gotta show you. So
I'm excited.
no matter what, it's fire. And we don't gotta recreate anything because all we do is
We're
just
locked
create.
in.
We're
Yeah,
locked in.
we're locked in.
So it's a new conversation.
Because it's new life.
It's new life.
Yeah.
Because we shot that September, it's March. It's like 6 months ago.
That was August.
That was August?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was like the very last week of August, but yeah.
Yeah, so
New
we're in
year.
the last week of March. So
That's crazy.
Ooh, it's been 7 months. It's time.
It is. It's time.
And so I don't even remember what I asked last time.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
But now that it's getting closer to Scent of a Woman,
Mm-hmm.
what you've heard from it, which I think the whole album
Mm-hmm.
and everything, and you've been a part of it. How do the songs feel for you now? What do they mean for you
Mm-hmm.
as a participant,
Mm-hmm.
as a co-creator,
Mm-hmm.
and then like as an observer?
Okay, I think the project for me, as somebody who's a consumer first, like the music, I had to hear it before I could like be interested in it. So I think for me, before it even got to the point that it's at now, I was just so, before we even knew each other, like when we were just kind of corresponding through email, like mad formal and shit.
Right.
I was just like, wow, like this is very good music. And it kind of like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, sometimes it feels like when people reach out to me, I don't know what to expect. And 9 times out of 10, I'm just like, okay, let me just see what it is. Like, who knows? But I was like so pleasantly surprised that I was just like, what you need? What you need? Like, how can I contribute? So as somebody just listening from the outside in, initially, I was just like, yeah, this is interesting. I want to know more. I want to contribute. And then being somebody who's like a co-creator and a co-collaborator and somebody who's just been a part of the process, it still holds the same place in my heart, but now being able to like infuse my essence into it makes me like even more tied to it, because I'm just like, I remember where I was at when I did this, and I remember, I remember being in this place in my life when I like made this, or like when I did these backgrounds, like how that felt, and like I know what it feels like to hear something before it's done, and then see that come to life, and then like be able to get like the finals back, and like so it's like every part of the process, it's been very like rewarding, but I've always been interested and involved and engaged because it's just good music. And then when it's good music and good people, it's really like, it's like, yeah, what else you need? Right, like it just doesn't stop, and I feel like this project really was like the foundation of our friendship, which is really amazing. So I just like, I'm so happy for everybody else to experience it, because I'm just like, this has been years in the making. You know what I mean? So it's just now it's time for it to be like presented to the world. And as we continue to like, I don't know, get closer to that day, I'm just like even more excited. And I'm just like, I don't know, like I'm excited for people to see you in this light, because like I feel like you're somebody who's just like, you are such a supporter, like you support everybody who is in your circle, and I'm just really excited for you to like have the spotlight on you. Man, so like I'm excited for all of it,
Oh man, no, and how you said, it's so true. Like it's crazy. Like this project was the catalyst to our friendship, which is crazy. And you're the most featured artist on the project. You got 3 joints on there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Everyone else is like, Tiff has 2, Nico has 2, but you have 3. And I remember I was mixing it with Dev, and he's like, man, she's killing it on this. Like every song, he was like,
oh my God.
Like my guy Mueth was like, she's the star of the project. This, like everyone loved everything you did.
That makes me happy to hear, because honestly, like, it's not often that, like, I don't know, sometimes music can feel like, political sometimes. So it's like to just be able to like be given the reign to just be like, yo, do whatever you want. Like that for me makes me happy. And I'm just like, then when I realized it was all said and done, I'm like, oh my, 3 times, thrice? I'm like, wow, like this, and it feels good, like it's still very much your project. I'm just so happy to have contributed. But honestly, like, if anybody's able to be the star of anything, it's because you've given the space for like us to feel like we can come in and just like do our thing, and obviously contribute to like the greater idea, but like not in a way to where it's like we got one hand tied behind our back.
No,
you know what I mean? Because it can feel like that sometimes when you come in on somebody else's work, you obviously want to respect the vision, but sometimes it could be like, but don't do this, or we don't want to go here, don't talk about this, actually maybe try not to do that, maybe like you can back toward that. It's like, but you're just like, yo, come in, do what you want, like you trusting me is really like great, because it just really makes me more confident, you know what I mean, in my art and my work. And
because it's funny you said, because I remember the first time I worked with Seb, like he was like, oh, like I didn't know if this is what you wanted. I said I wanted you, so whatever you deliver it's like, I'm not gonna hit you and be like, actually, like,
can you do like this person but in your voice, but like this person,
and it's like, if that was the case, I would have hit that person. So like, I trust you, and I like to be surprised. Like, like it's like, there's one thing of like producing where you tell somebody certain parts what to do, but even like me doing like the spiritual course with like Eckhart and stuff like that, I've noticed that he and Marianne Williams, they never tell you something specific to do. They never say this, do this. They give you overarching points, and then they
allow
let you be free
to just flow.
And that's how I want to produce. Like, it's like, yo, I was like, you got the vision. It's like, go crazy.
Yeah, because that's where like creativity is just as much about like strategy and like, you know, intention as it is about freedom and like flow. So it's like when you can meet those two and create something that's intentionally like liberating, it's like, damn, we really hit the sweet spot. And I feel like that's a lot of what this project is.
Oh, man.
So I'm just like, again, very happy for it to be out in the universe, you know, for everybody to hear it. You know, hopefully people are able to, again, see you as just like this force. Because like, I feel like your friends know that and feel that, and we experience that every day.
Oh,
and it's like, yeah, go ahead and do your big one. You know, let's go ahead and see where this goes. And as you continue to do more, I'm just like happy that I'm a part of like this.
Every
you know what I'm saying? Like
way,
very happy.
Yo, I love how you said intentionally liberating. I'm gonna have to take that. That's fire.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, because like more and more, like even just for myself, I listen to it, and it's like how you said, like you remember when you did that back vocal, how it felt. I listen, I'm like, I remember the place I was mentally there, and how it's just really different now. Where it's like, if it was mainly for like other songs, but like I think about where it's like, instead of victimhood, it's victory. Where it's like, it's not like a poor me, like, oh, hopeless romantic. This like, nah, just this is just a song.
But that's the beauty of like even making like works over time. Is that because even with like Good Grief, when I was making my project, I recorded that like in 2021, 2022. It didn't come out until 2024.
Right.
So it's like the DaVionne I was when I was recording that and making it versus the DaVionne I was when it came out versus the DaVionne I am today. It still speaks to me, but it also like speaks to different parts of me now, because it's more like reminiscent. But then also it's like, okay, I have a new takeaway from it. So it's like, as we make the music and as we like are perfecting the music and as the music's getting ready to come out, it's like, I think we started making some of those songs before I even started making some of Good Grief.
Because we started in 2020.
2020, so it's like, I'm like, I know that like there's been so much growth, but then also it's like, I'm just still so happy that there's context to like the growth. Like, you know, like it's not just like, oh, here, it's like, here, this is who I was, this is who I am, this is who I'm gonna be. And like it's good.
Because even Daniel Kaluuya had an interview with Jay Shetty, and I love how he said this, because Jay Shetty was like, you've been acting for a long time. How do you feel when you see your past works? And Daniel was like, I stopped judging myself of, oh, it wasn't perfect, and just realizing I was entirely honest in that moment, so I'm happy. He's like, I'm happy with my honesty rather than illusion of perfection.
Because that'll hold you back. Even now, like, that's something that's held me back a little bit. A little bit is a lot. Let me be honest. Let's be transparent. That's something that holds me back, is where I'm just like, oh, like, it's not good enough, or like, like, I need to be like this, or like, I need, you know, I need this amount of this before I can, like, you know. And it's just like, if you wait until all your ducks are in a row, like, you're never gonna ever do anything. Like, you just need to grab as many ducks as you can and get the fuck on and just do it, and then use whatever that you come up with as a metric for whatever you want to do next. Right. You know what I mean? Like, just, this is what I was able to do with what I had this time, and now I have this. So based on my last thing to this, I want to grow, you know, in whatever way growth looks like for you, you know? Right. So onward and upward. I'm trying to do more of that. So I'm also really happy that we have like this project, because it's like all the different stages and phases, and of everybody involved. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You know, and it's crazy you say that because that's, I think, a big reason why it took me so long to put it out, because it was that perfect. When he said, I need this, it's like, I need this many visuals. I need this. I need that. It's like, do I need it?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know.
I heard something and it was like perfectionism is just like procrastination in disguise, where it's just like sometimes we want something to be so perfect that it's like a deeper version of ourselves, like not letting us do it. Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's just like you just gotta, there's a difference between wanting something to be done in excellence or just be done well to a standard with integrity, and then circling the drain. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like as we continue to grow, it's like, yeah, like we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna do it right, we're gonna release it, because a release is not just a musical release, it's like a release from your spirit, you know? And then you go on to the next, you know? So, yeah.
Yo, that's crazy because you just connected YN, you know.
She's just so profound. So profound.
She was saying earlier this year how the word release is used in two contexts. Releasing creations and also being released from prison. And she was talking about like when, and then we came up with
you see those?
You see that?
You see those?
Isn't that crazy?
Damn.
And so we came up with this thing of like when you release the prisoners of your mind, you can release the creations from your heart.
Wow. Feeling like how it should feel, but it's like you can't want newness if you're like stuck, or you're like, sometimes we confuse being stuck with like holding ourselves back. Like being stuck is like an outside thing, but holding yourself back is like intentionally or unintentionally you doing it to yourself. And so she ate that up. She kind of like chewed me up and spit me out.
She's so like, I don't even like how do we get here?
But that's awesome though. So I'm really happy though. I'm really happy that this project is coming to like a place where everybody can experience it. Because also I'm just really happy as a woman to be a part of a project that is just so blatantly like obvious about uplifting women. Like always. I just love that, because in one way or another, like I feel like that's like the mission is the opposite. You know, even as a collaborator, like as a singer, if somebody always wants me to come and like do a hook, and it's like sometimes the music isn't, it's not really work I feel like is uplifting me as a person. So like, no, thank you. You know, and to be able to be like such an easy yes. I'm like, absolutely. Because it's like, it's really reaffirming, like for me on so many levels, like me as a person, me as a woman, me as an artist, me as a visionary, like me as a writer, and all the different facets of me. Is like such an easy yes. You know what I'm saying? Man. So,
And I'm glad you felt that, because I could even feel like the messages you were giving throughout it. Like Love Me Out Loud is a real vulnerable song.
Yeah, that's, even to this day, I'd be like, I really said all of that then. It's out there. It's there, but to be able to feel like that's something I could do, it just speaks to the environment. Even at that time, we didn't really know each other, but like, I really felt like, this is something I can say. This is the place that I feel like this message will be received well. And I feel like because I didn't really know what the bulk of the project was about, I still felt like it had a place. Like it was something that could be received in the greater scheme of whatever it will become.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yo, man, it's crazy because even when you talked about like uplift, like definitely, because I remember even just like when I had to talk with some of the dudes of like, okay, like I'm not gonna direct y'all what to say and stuff, but here is something I would like for y'all to tap into. And I remember like with Damani would come to my room, he's like, what are your thoughts about this? And I said, vulnerability. Like when I come to your room, it's like I can put my guard down because there's no one else watching. Yeah. How are you there? Yeah. And that's when he's like,
that verse was everything. I said, like it really set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be able to hear that and be like, okay, I think I got it. You know, but all of that, like that, but that speaks to having again that like intentional like idea where it's like to be able to like articulate like the grand theme and then for everybody to curate their own message is just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and it all worked together really nicely. That's actually one of my favorite features that I've done. Yo, I don't know, I really like that. And then even with like the backgrounds later, really just like killed it. My fave. What? I don't know. I don't know. I did okay. No,
that I don't think I ever told you the story. When you first sent the verse, it was during a class when the Bitcoin Academy at Marcy. I was in there and I was like, I know the class, like not everyone's here. I was like, maybe I can listen to it. But my laptop was connected to the speakers. A bunch of students looked up and they looked so like, what is that? And I was like, oh, my bad, y'all. And they're like, no, we need that. And like they were so happy. They heard like 5 seconds. Wow. But they all had smiles on their faces. This, and I was like, nah. That was the greatest confirmation accident ever.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's also reaffirming to hear from me because I feel like sometimes for some reason or another, I'm always in my head like about just, I'm like, I don't know, like, is it good or like, is it gonna work? Does it contribute or like, does this make sense? And I don't know. Thank you.
No, it was 100%. I think everything that I've heard, and especially that we worked on, has been 100% from the field. From you crazy. Villain, that's not even on this album, but Villain. I remember I was it was my favorite thing I've ever been a part of. Yeah. Villain, and so it's just like, no, it's so crazy. And what's so dope is that it leads to us now at a point where we're like, we're gonna do our own project together. Yeah,
and that's the tea.
DaVionne, you know?
I'm telling you. No, but that's what I'm saying. That felt so like us kind of deciding to like do a joint project. Yeah. Feels so like natural. Yeah. Because I'm just like, this is what needs to be done. Like, I don't know. I have to pay attention to like how I feel when I'm making the music. So like, and I'm trying to say this in a way that like doesn't sound crazy, but like when I first started making music, I had to really consciously make the decision to like curate my sound because when you can do a lot of things well, you have to choose what you want. Right. Like you have to choose your sound. Yeah. So it's like, I could just do something just for the sake of like just doing it, but still feel disconnected from like the work because yes, it sounds good, but like, was I there or was I just like disassociated and just like doing stuff just for the sake of doing it? Yeah. When I'm like making music and like we're locked in, we've only had the pleasure of working together like locked in the set in like a studio like a few times, but even virtually, like when we make music, I'm like this is like the perfect canvas for like my brain. I don't even know if that makes sense, and I'm just like. So I really have to pay attention to that. So it's like for me to have made the decision to be like, okay, like I'm going to make this music or like just the soundtrack to this chapter of my life needs to be over like your production.
Man,
I'm just
so
like
honored.
I'm
so honored.
I'm like, of course, what else would I do right now?
Like when you text me that, I call rap immediately. I was like, yo, it's happening. It's finally happening. Yeah. And the joints that are already in the
I'm telling you, it's like 6 songs. It's only like 9 minutes, and I'll be running that shit to the ground. I'm like, this 9 minutes ain't doing it for me. Like, put it in my veins. Yeah.
And I'm like, there's more to come. And like you said, even the few times that we've actually had like an in-person studio session, they have been incredible.
Hold on, we got Albus.
This is a good point. Let's wait for this train.
Okay.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, these trains around here are
loud as fuck.
Damn.
They're massive.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, period. I was thinking about that. I was like, I thought it was like a truck or something. Check.
Mic check 1 2.
It's still there, but I think it's good. That was just that beefy part.
Okay.
That's to
start from that thought. Yeah.
Which
you were talking about
our project.
Our project. Oh, all the way from there?
No. Just you were just saying like whenever we decided you called rap, and then from that movie.
That part.
Yeah.
All right, we're rolling. Yeah, I remember when you texted me and you said, "You want to do this EP together or something?" I called rap like it's finally happening. Like
it's time.
It's finally happening, and
yeah.
I was so happy. And like I said about like we've only had a few in studio sessions together. But I remember one moment that really stuck with me, and I'm actually glad that we're having this conversation now because we didn't have this moment before. At Rap's concert, when it was you, me, Max, and we were all just there. I remember there was one moment we were all just watching the concert, and I looked around for a moment. I said, none of us are speaking to each other because we're paying attention to the concert. But I said, I feel like I'm being hugged right now by everybody. I felt so much warmth.
I love that.
I felt so much energy and friendship. And I was like, I wouldn't trade this moment for anything.
Man, and that's to be able to collaborate with people that you feel that way about is so rare. Like that doesn't happen, at least for me. Like, and I have to get back to that. That's why even like this next project, I'm like, it has to be like infused with love. Because even like my last project, Natra, we did that together, and that's like my ace. Like it was just the entire experience was just like camaraderie, and it's like I try to work with people who I feel like care about me.
Yes,
and you know what I'm saying, like what I have to say, and like, and even like I feel like I can really just like say everything unfiltered because if I'm going into a session or like going into like making music, feeling like, but I don't really know this person like that, and then like it's gonna get back to them, and then like it's gonna get back to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be able, like I feel less worried about the world hearing what I have to say if it's rooted in like love and like friendship and like, you know. So I'm just like, more.
It's like, man, you just did something that clicked for me. And I don't know why I'm just drawing a blank right now, but like, all I can say is like, yes. And I agree. And it just came back to me. And I will always honor your personhood over your artistry every day.
Yeah.
And I'll say that out loud here. Like, where it's like, if you tell me like, I don't want to record for a year I want to make sure you're good no matter what.
Yeah.
To me, the music will come second. Like you as a person comes first, and that's the real
like
for me.
Because sometimes it's and like it's felt like this before, like with other collaborators or even like with past management, where they're just like, oh, give us a hit. Like we just need that one. Give us that one, and then you could do this thing that everybody's doing now, so that you could do what you really want to do later. I've always hated that, and I've always felt very like mismanaged. Like we don't know what to do with her. Like she doesn't, like we don't know where to place her. Like what is she? Who is she? And it's just like whenever you go into the room with that on your mind, it really makes making music so hard.
Yeah.
So to go into a session knowing that like these people give a fuck about me.
Yes.
Like they care about me.
Yes.
Or like we could just yap and chat about life before and then really go into the music making part, feeling like liberated and free. And like vulnerability isn't a chore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because before, or it felt like this before, where it's just like, I'm just kind of like obligated to like this moment versus it just being like, let's just do this thing because like it feels good. We're here. Like there's love in the room. And I can't remember who said this. I think it was a Quincy quote where he was like, when numbers enter the room or when money enters the room, God leaves the room. And I feel like that way about like numbers. It doesn't just mean money, like, oh, the streams or oh, the views or oh, like, is this going to be a hit? Is this going to be viral? Like when all that shit leaves, it's like I can really lock in. And like the reason I can do that is when I'm working with people like yourself, you know, that are like, DaVionne, you good? How are you? Like, how's life? You know, like what's been going on? Like if all of this shit wasn't a factor, like what would be like what would be like your day, you know, or like what would be your life, or what would be like you know, whatever. And it's just like whenever that's the case, it really makes everything else fall in line because we're creative, so it's not like we're carpenters. No shade to carpenters, or you're just like making something and then like it's outside of you and you sell it and it leaves your sight forever. It's like we're making art. Like our experience is infused into our artistry. So it's like if we're not doing good, the music won't feel good. And and vice versa. If we're doing great, then it reflects in the music. If there's love in the room, there's love in the music. And so blah blah blah.
It's so real. And even what you said about numbers is crazy because it just connected to me how, like, when they say like God is eternal, God is infinite. So numbers,
they don't even matter.
They don't even matter. Yeah. So when they do enter the room, of course, because there's something that has no effect on. You know what I mean?
It's like if you're trying to make limitless, timeless music, then why would you do something stupid like add a restraint or like add a ceiling? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that we got to get back to that. At least for me, I know that's something I'm really trying to work on because I'm just like, I don't want to limit myself because the ceiling is really just like, I don't know. It's just like an excuse in disguise. Like, I don't want to give myself excuses. I don't want to give myself limits or anything like that. I just want to make music and tell my story, share my perspective, and do it with people that I fuck with. Exhibit A. Oh. You know what I mean? So obviously, project is inevitable.
Yo, it's inevitable. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
And I just gotta thank you for everything.
Of course, you don't even have to. Honestly,
no, like I do. Like thank you for all the kindness you've shown me, for all the laughs we've shared, for all the encouraging messages, and in person and virtual. And the one that I remember, because it was this day after we had the concert with rap. And we had the session with everybody.
That was my life.
Yo, and at that session, I remember you pulled me to the side and you're like, hey, this doesn't happen without you.
Like it doesn't.
You said you're the glue.
Yeah.
You said, don't forget that. And I never forgot that. So thank you for.
You're so welcome.
Just for all the love you're showing me.
Of course, it's very easy. You know what I mean? And it's also very important that was something that I say because a lot of times, especially like my mom, I think about my mom, she's somebody who's she has the heart of somebody who serves. She wants to serve. She does hair. That's what she's done my whole life. And now she's kind of entering into the community service space and things like that. But she just has the heart of a servant. How can I lighten your load? And just behind the scenes, And I've always admired her because of that. And I'm just I love this and I love what you provide people, but you are the thing that you can provide is a sacrifice. Creating space for others sometimes means you have to take a step back or sometimes you have to do just the thing that to be loved and to have community sometimes is to just to have to sacrifice. And we don't oftentimes just verbalize the appreciation. It's just oh, of course, that's my nigga. They got me here. That's my mom. She loves me. Or that's my homie. Of course. Yeah. But it's like I was telling you, you have a gift for connecting people. Just to be able to see the people and then see the commonalities and then be able to connect that and then make space for people to be themselves so that they can find their people. That's a gift. And yeah, it's just really important that you know that because sometimes it can feel and it's not, I don't even feel it's something that you would ever not be happy about, but when you give, sometimes you don't know if that's being seen. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to let you know, we see that, we feel that, all the people that you've connected me with to this day. To this day.
The FaceTime Ruben before we even
got out. I'm telling you, to this day, I love them down. They are just I love them. And it's just you are the glue. You are the common denominator. You really are the nucleus. And just love you down for that.
Love you too.
Of course.
So, thank you for everything. And thank you for just being you. I love you.
Love you too. This is gonna be crazy. Yeah. This is gonna be crazy. They're not gonna know what hit them. Yeah.
Oh man, beautiful. That's a wrap.
Yay!
Oh man. Thank you.
Yay!
I love you.
Oh, love you down. Thank you for having me. I'm happy we can make this actually come together.
Yo, it's so fire.